Assembly of the Year, and our Leaves in the Forest of Virtue for kindergarten, first and second grade. I'm going to go ahead and introduce Mrs. Judas, who's going to explain to you a little bit about what's going on, and then we can get ready for our kindergartners. Thank you all very much.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Mrs. Judas. Wow, that was awesome. Everybody's very excited, I know, for vacation. So the kindergartners have been talking about weather, and we've been talking about plants and all the different parts of plants and what plants need to grow. And we're also tying that in with taking care of our earth and how important trees are for our earth. So we have a poem and we have a song for you. We have a poem about flowers and plants, and we have a song about a litter bug. So we hope you enjoy it. Just sit back and relax and enjoy our songs and our poems. Thank you.
Can you hear me? All right, I have 5 friends receiving their leaves today for room 7. And excellent, all my kindergarten friends did a great job. My first friend is Sophia, and Sophia is receiving her leaves today for temperance, for good manners, because you are always polite to your teachers and your friends. Do you always remember your manners? Yes. And this week, Sophia is super kid, and whenever anyone gave her a compliment for her stuffed animal or her poster, she always said, when somebody compliment, you said, thank you, right? So polite, always remembers her manners. And you're a very responsible student. very proud of you. Keep up the good work, Sophia. Nice job. This is my friend Matthew. Matthew, you're receiving your leave today for two different things, for justice and for fortitude. You know what fortitude is? It means that you keep working even if something is tough. And you have been working so hard this year on your handwriting. And what's going on with your handwriting now? It keeps getting what? Better and better and better and longer. Yes, because you can write more and more. Yes. And your pictures are so beautiful and your work comes out so nice because you've been working so hard. And also, I put that you're a very kind friend to everyone in our class. And I remember just this week, the other day, in the express line, one of our friends forgot something, and he was really worried about losing his place in line. And what did you do? Do you remember? You said, I'm going to keep your space for you. And you kept your space so that no one would take his space. Do you remember that? That was being a very good friend. We're very proud of you. Nice job, Matthew. This is my friend Sophie, and Sophie, you're receiving your leave today for justice for being generous. You know what generous means? Do you remember? You're a very giving friend. What were you making for all of your friends a few days ago? Do you remember? Paper birds. You made one, and then a friend said, I really like that bird. Can you make one for me? And what did you say? Sure. And you made one for one friend, and then another friend. I don't know how many paper birds that you made. Do you remember? Maybe like 10. You made a lot. You're very generous. You're always making pictures for Mrs. Sharon and for me, and it makes us so happy. And also for being responsible, because you're another friend who takes your time for work and works really hard, and your work is always done neat and beautiful. Keep up the great work, Sophie. We're proud of you. This is my friend Danny. First of all, look at that smile. Comes into school every day with that smile. I love it. He's receiving his leave today for justice because Danny is such a great friend. He always shares. He waits his turn, which can be really tough, right, Danny? In kindergarten, we have to wait our turn, and take turns with our friends and share. And you always do that. You're always such a fair friend. And also for perseverance. That's a really long word. You know what that means? Never give up. Never give up. Very good, my friend. And you always work and always try your very best with everything that we do. And even when something's tricky, you keep trying and trying and trying, don't you? You're doing such a great job. We love having you in our class, people. This is my friend Sarah, and Sarah is receiving her leave today for fortitude, for optimism. Do you remember what optimism means? It means you always look on the bright side. Everything that we're doing, she does with a beautiful smile. She's always happy. No matter what we're doing, she always works hard, and she's always just so cheerful and happy. We love that about you. And also for justice for your kindness, because you're a kind friend to everyone in our class. Your teachers, all of your classmates, and we love having you. Keep up the great work. We have one more leaf to give out. It's a special surprise, so I'm going to let my friends Faith and Hannah explain.
We're giving a leaf to Mrs. Sharon.
For what?
For justice. She was helping when Mrs. Sagan was home with baby Riley.
I have to be a little lower here. Not as tall as Mrs. Tagan. My first friend getting a leave, come here, buddy, is Mr. Brody 5. And Brody is getting a leave for hard work in kindergarten. We have a lot to do in kindergarten, don't we, Brody? Look out there and smile for everyone. Put those hands down. He has so many awesome ideas and awesome things to share with our class, and he's been working very hard and making great choices in the classroom, haven't you? Sitting down, raising his hand. It's hard to do those things in kindergarten. We learn that all year long, and he's been working very hard at that. And because of that, he's doing a fabulous job in kindergarten. I'm very proud of him, and I love having him in class this year. Great job, Brody. And Miss Lauren McNeil is getting a leave today for good listening. Aren't you? Aren't you a good listener in our class? She's always doing what she's supposed to be doing and sitting down. And not only is she doing that, but sometimes she's sitting near someone that might be trying to talk to her or trying to get her to talk to them and distracting her a little. And I look over at her and she's still sitting, looking at me, hands folded in her lap, doing the right thing and trying so hard not to be coerced into talking with that friend. And she does a wonderful, wonderful job. She's an awesome role model for everybody in our class. Great job, Lauren. Caitlin Johnson. Move over a little so I can get the microphone. Give a nice smile now. Caitlin Johnson is getting a leave today for helpfulness. She is such a good helper to her friends and her teachers. If someone says, oh, my shoe's untied, or oh, my jacket, can you help me zip it? Caitlin's like, I'll help you. I'll help you. She's right there jumping in. And she's very helpful to me when I forget things sometimes, aren't you? What did I forget to put out yesterday? Do you remember? The banking bucket. She's always reminding me. She's so helpful. She loves being helpful to her friends and her teachers, and I am so happy to have her in her class. She's an awesome friend because of that. Thank you, Caitlin. Awesome. Smile. That's exactly what you're getting a leave for, Hasani. For cheerfulness and positive attitude. Look at that smile. She comes in every day with that smile. She never lets anything get her down, do you? Even when you weren't feeling great, you were still happy and kind of smiling. I knew she wasn't feeling good one day because she wasn't as smiley as she usually is. She has a great outlook on everything in class. She gets down to business and does her work. And I am really, really proud of you. You're doing awesome. You're a great friend to everyone with that smile, aren't you? You're sweet to everyone. Thank you so much, Hassan. You're awesome. And Miss Ella Griffin is getting a leave today for hard work and a positive attitude. She is one of the hardest workers in our class. She loves doing work. She does her best job on everything she does. She does neat, careful handwriting, and your drawing's awesome, isn't it? And every time I say we're going to do something new, like, oh, we're going to do this now, oh, we're going to do this activity, we're going to read this story, she's always excited about it, she's always participating, has her hand up with awesome comments and awesome questions, don't you? You're an awesome addition to our class this year, Ella. Great job. Thank you. Now, Mrs. Steady, welcome on.
And he also has a really good sense of humor, which is really fun to when he feels like being funny, right? He has a very good sense of humor. And he's always kind and a good friend to everyone. Awesome job, Austin. This is Leah Sullivan, and Leah is receiving a leaf in the course of Mercy for Temperance because she is super patient. Right? Yes. She always raises her hand. She never rushes in front of everyone. She always shows good manners with her friends and with her teachers. She's organized. She's responsible, and she is a joy to have a class with today. Great job. This is Dee, Mercy, and Katie is receiving a leave for justice because she is an extremely
my good friend Annabelle Brady. Is this working? And you, my friend, are receiving a leaf for friendship and what? Kindness. My friend Annabelle is a great friend to everyone. You're very, very helpful. You help Mrs. Fox and I all the time. You're always there to lend a hand. And another thing I love about you, buddy, is when someone's feeling kind of sad and blue, you're right there to cheer them up. And you always do that, and that's a great quality to have. Thank you for always being there for us. Nice job, buddy. This is my friend Mason Saldana. And Mason, you're getting a leaf for prudence. Mason, prudence has to do with what? Come on. Making good choices, making good choices. I have been getting reports from specialists, Coach Burke, saying Mason was awesome today. Mason deserves a ticket, right? Haven't you gotten a few tickets? The only person in the class getting a ticket because of great choices you've been making in the hallways, at specials. Are you proud of yourself? I am too. Great job. Keep up the good work. And here's my friend Christian Gatto, and he is getting a leaf for fortitude. The fortitude and when you're writing. You're writing. You're doing so well with your writing, not just your penmanship, which is really, really neat. I'm going to have you start writing for me because you write so neatly. But also the content that you're writing, my friend. I love to read your writing pieces because you give so many details and you're working so hard at it. I think you even asked me this week if you could take time to write during reading, right? I think you did twice. So I was so happy to hear that because I had already written this leaf out. And I said, yes. Writing and writing and writing. I love it. Keep up the good work, buddy. And last but not least is Hope Zayavit. She is getting a leaf for prudence, And I gave you a leaf for prudence, honey, because you take your time with all your work. You do not rush. And how do you do with your work? What kind of work do you do? You do all the work I give you, that's true. But you do it really, really well, and you put your best effort into it, and it comes out beautifully. Do you have lots of corrections and mistakes to fix all the time? No, you don't, because you really take your time, you stop, you use your head, you take your time, and you work hard. And I'm proud of you for it. Thanks, everybody. You're getting a leaf in the forest of virtue with justice. You are a great help to us, to Mrs. Fox and to myself, but also to everyone in that classroom. Whenever something is needed or someone needs help, you're always willing to do it and be there, right? That's right. You are so respectful, too, to all of us, to not only Mrs. Fox and I, but also to all the specialists in our school and the administration. Whenever we make suggestions to you, you make changes, but you accept it with grace and dignity. And you work on it, and you make your changes so that your work is perfect. Anytime we've shared something with you, you consider it seriously and respectfully in your interactions with us, but in your interactions with your friends too. I love having you as a student in my class. You're a joy. Thank you. Maybe your parents want to take a picture of you. Okay. This is Zachary Keogh, and Zachary, you're nominated for fortitude. Zachary, you make a wonderful commitment to your work, particularly when you don't want to do it. You are so cheerful about what you do, and you've improved your penmanship 100%, haven't you? And did you like doing it? Yeah. And that's why you're getting this leaf, because you work and work and work, and you accept our suggestions.
with that smile that I always see on your face, and you return to your desk, you edit your work, you redo it, and your attitude is always just like you are right this second. And that makes you a joy to have in class. And I love having you as a student. Congratulations. Lily, you're receiving a leaf from the Forest of Virtue for fortitude. You probably deserve it for many other things, and you probably deserved it from day one of the school year, but you know I gave out 25 leaves. No one here would like me anymore. Okay, so you are a great and a talented writer. Over the years, everything that Mrs. Fox and I have said to you, you have absorbed like a sponge. Your work is so phenomenal. We have provided support for you, but you have had not only the ability, but the desire to make yourself a phenomenal writer. None of this is on here. I brought other things on there. But someday, I hope to read your books, because you are wonderful. An example of your composition was the last writing benchmark that you did. Clear, specific details, and you used both similes and analogies, which a lot of adults don't even do in their work, to make your answer positively perfect. You are so talented. I love reading your work, and even more, I love being your teacher. Congratulations.
You guys were an amazing audience, first and second grade. Thank you so much for sitting and watching so patiently and being so supportive of our kindergarten friends. Can we give our kindergartners one more round of applause for